let's get into it. Wait, what the fuck was that? Nah, let's get into it, man. I'm sorry for my childishness. Sometimes you gotta let the kid come out a little bit. Um, but let's go, man. We got some interesting ones for you today, and I definitely got my 2 cents on these. I didn't watch them all yet, so we're gonna watch this live together, and let's go. Let's see.
The woman you choose to be with dictates how in shape you're going to be. A lot of times I see guys who were in amazing shape when they were single, locked in, 15% body fat, 12% body fat, shredded, locked in. And guess what happens? They get with a woman who is kind of sort of in the gym, kind of sort of eating healthy, kind of sort of in and out. And guess what happens to the guy? He falls off, he gets fat, he falls off in his discipline with his nutrition, and he just becomes a shell of his former self. All because he chose wrong. Alright? Simply put, bro, the woman you choose will dictate how in shape you're going to be. So if you want to be in better shape, choose a woman who's locked in or even more much locked in with you as far as your goals, as far as fitness, nutrition, having a healthier lifestyle. Those two things must be connected, because if they're not, you'll get fat and it'll never work out.
I want like this because here's the thing. There's some truth to what he's saying, but I disagree. I disagree because my girl doesn't work out. And I would never tell her, hey, go hit the gym. Because at the end of the day, if you want to go hit the gym, that's at your own discretion. For me, nah, bro. I'm disciplined, I'm focused. And actually, the way I cook and meal prep, she's adopted because of how disciplined and focused that I am. So at the end of the day, the biggest thing that you need to do as a man is you need to continue to show up within your own life. Continue to work on yourself. Continue to keep yourself in shape. Continue to keep yourself lean. Continue to make the right decisions when it comes to food, hitting the gym, and making sure your mind is clear towards that goal. Yes, sometimes your environment can affect, how you look and what happens, but more often than not, it's actually on you. More often than not, it's your fault. So at the end of the day, I disagree because at the end of the day, you have to be disciplined enough to stay consistent. And I know I just said at the end of the day twice. But regardless, you have to stay consistent. It's up to you. And nobody's going to do it for you. Your girl shouldn't be trying to get you to go to the gym with her and vice versa. It's either you want it, she wants it, and if you both want it at the same time, shit, you go to the gym together. But if you want it and she just wants to chill at home and relax, bro, okay, cool. Move forward and keep on going. So no, I disagree with that. And the comments are right there with me. Bro blaming his inability to stay disciplined in his partner. That's basically kind of it. You can't blame your partner for why you're out of shape. That's on you, bro. And if you ever do, bro, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and actually be honest with yourself. Was it actually her or was it me? It was you. It was you. Next. If I'm a personal trainer, you're not squatting, let's say a 1 rep max, until I'm able to see you get into a deep squat position, chest up, and you're actually sitting into it and being able to press yourself back up. And if let's say you can't do that, then we go back to the basics. We work on your adductors. We work on your hip flexor. We work on hip extension. We work on the little things. So therefore, once the little things are stronger, we can get back into squatting. Like I had a client who was 497 pounds. You know how difficult it was to try and get her to squat? It basically took us 8 months. But through those 8 months, we utilized bands. I utilized bands and my cable machine to be able to put her in a position where we're strengthening her hip area. So therefore, when we were able to squat, she had the strength to be able to actually get herself up. Yes, as we're losing weight, it's going to happen too. But you also want to build up the strength, not just by squatting, but by doing the little things that are going to help improve squatting along the way. That's really what makes a great trainer. It's your ability to say, hey, I can see your deadlift, I can see your squat, or whatever exercise, I can see that your form, it's lacking. And we need to fix it, not with doing the movement more and more, but with actually implementing the little things to help you get stronger, in your hip area, your adductors, your hip flexors, to be able to actually put you in a position to do a deep squat or to actually deadlift properly. You shouldn't be asking your client to squat like this. when the form is like that, bro. Because at any given day, and that's done. Add a plate each side. Y'all are crazy. What injury or permanent damage are you training for? 1,000%. Surprise, your muscles pretend to do a squat and switch to good mornings. Good form, good coaching, good spot. Nah, 100% I agree with them, bro. It's full of satire, but it's the truth. It's like, what are we really doing here? Like, you dapping him up like he did that right. Come on, man. Be honest with the dude. A good coach is gonna be honest with you even if you don't like it. I will tell you your squat sucks. I will tell you your deadlift sucks before we move on to more and more heavier and heavier weight. It's just honesty. And you gotta be able to take that truth and say, all right, you're right. This is where I can get better. Let's, make the necessary adjustments to do so. That was terrible, bro. I'm sorry. That was just flat out terrible.
I got scammed by my coach in bodybuilding as I'm prepping for my men's physique show. I'm about 8 weeks out, and I'm just now realizing that the meal plans, the training plans, the rest days, all the macros and splits, they're all copy and paste to like 30 plus other clients, and none of this custom stuff is actually customized to us. I paid a lot of money for this, and it's pretty disappointing to understand that through 4 or 5 months of prep, the crazy Stairmaster, the dieting, and all this time, none of it is customized. Copy and paste meal plan to everybody. Like, there's 20, 30 people who are getting the exact same plan. We're all showing each other, and it's just pretty disappointing to see that coaches will actually charge you anywhere from $300 to $3,000 for this type of information, and it's just lack of effort.
Unfortunately, this happens a lot within the industry. A lot of people, the bigger that they get, when they tell you they're coaching 500 clients, that's cap. Like for me, there was a point where I did coach 700 clients. But guess what? I had literally 5 other coaches with me that we were working together to coach those 700 clients. It wasn't my team. I was working under a team, but we had a system to be able to actually provide those clients results. When you have a coach that's sending you a PDF and then you don't hear from them, bro, you just got yourself into a scam. For me, the main thing I do when I get a new client, we onboard. And that usually takes like 30 minutes, an hour of just learning about you, your limitations, your nutrition, what you're currently doing, what's working and what's not working. So therefore, when I do create the program for you, it's specific to you. I have one client that's given me 20 referrals. I've never had anybody say, hey, Karl gave me the same plan as you. Never. Because it's meant to be tailored towards the individual. You're a human being. And human beings deserve to be treated like human beings. Like, if you're coming to me to work with me, just know you're going to talk to Karl on a daily basis. Karl's going to be reviewing your plans. Karl's going to be ensuring that, once you track breakfast, hey, I saw how you can make this a little bit better. So therefore, we can make the micro adjustments as we go so I can help you improve and most importantly, understand nutrition in a completely different way. That's what a coach is meant to do. A coach is not meant to send you a PDF, copy and paste and be like deuces. If that happens, bro, you got yourself into a scam. And the sad part is, I'm not going to lie, now more and more, fitness coaching is more about who can who can have the most money each month. That's really what it is. It's a competition between all coaches on who can make the most each month. And usually they're just automating everything to everybody else. Yes, there are some coaches out there that are doing some great work that are, making a shit ton of money, and they have fantastic teams that are able to actually go to you and help you, but most importantly, they tell you that right off the bat. But there are others out there who are straight up just sending you regurgitated stuff over and over and over again, and you guys need to be careful. Very, very careful. Because this happens a lot more than you think. Like, I've gotten plans from people that say, yo, can you check out this plan? And I've seen it before. I don't usually tell them that because, I don't want to ruin... I'm not the type to say, yo, I'm not going to lie, this motherfucker copy and paste this shit. Be careful. I will help you, I will guide you, and I will give you the right information. But most importantly, I will teach you how you can utilize that to the best of your advantage. But I will never say, yeah, bro, I've seen this shit before. Even though I have. And I just don't want to overstep my boundary. That's the biggest thing. But yeah, I've seen this a lot, bro. I've seen this a lot. And no, it's not calories and calories are for bodybuilding. Yes, it is in the beginning, but towards the end, you gotta be able to really coach somebody through it. Like last 2 weeks, bro, it can low-key make or break someone's competition. The last 2 weeks can make or break someone's competition. And if your coach is not next to you, near you, and actually coaching you, it puts you in a very, very unfortunate situation where you might have one meal that makes you look like completely shit on stage. But if you had a coach guides you on how to eat those meals, guides you on the timing of those meals, because that does matter, guides you on what you need to do in terms of cardio and, trying to push you away from strength training, because you can't really strength train when you're, 2 weeks out, 1 week out, and you're on fucking 1,600 calories, because that can easily lead to injury. And once that coach guides you through it, which is what we're supposed to be here for, that's when you can get those best results. But if the coach is not there, it can legit make or break your competition. 100%. Put them on ratemycoach.biz. I didn't know that. Y'all know that? Okay, I gotta check that out. I want to see my rating. Hopefully, I don't have a rating, because if I have a rating, that's a bad thing. You can check my Google rating though. 5 stars, always, baby, always. Finally, people are realizing, how can you coach 40 individuals? Exactly. That's why for me, I only take like 3 to 5 clients each month. I do. Because I can't help everybody, bro. I want to, but I can't. I legit can't, brother. If I were to help you and have like 10 other people sign up the same day, it's just going to fuck up my head and put me in a position where I don't sleep that night just trying to create programs. And this is where mistakes happen. I don't like making mistakes when it comes to coaching people. That's why I'll onboard one person. If say, and then the next day, hey, if we have another call, you want to join? All right, cool. Where am I at? 3? All right, that's it. That's it for the week. That's it for the month. Because I want to be able to give you my full attention. And once you get my full attention, we start getting some results, that's when we get some new people inside. You can't. You're only one person. You can only do so much. Let's normalize calling them out 100%. Sorry about that, the amount I keep seeing this. Yep. And the thing is, this video, I've seen like 5 other videos just like this today, bro. It's sad. And I agree with this comment, and yet coaches like me who create tailored plans for every client gets ditched for people like this. 100%, bro. Like, I hate that social media has put people in a position where views, they think, will lead them to better results. I'm telling you, sometimes the coach with 3,000 views, not 3,000 views, 4,000 followers, 3,000 followers, that can truly get you the best result, because they will give you their fucking all. I will give you my all. My fucking all. Because that's the goal. Like, what am I here for? To just give you a copy and paste structure plan and be like, yeah, here you go. No, it's supposed to be tailored to your human being. So therefore you can get results that actually last for a lifetime. Most importantly, you understand how to utilize that information to keep getting more and more results as you live on. If there's no comments, that's a red flag. Automatically. One, I'll give you this. That was a good setup. That was a good setup. And you're strong, but not strong enough for this. That was a great setup. And what I mean by that, it's putting the dumbbells on your lap, towards, let's say, your knees, and then utilizing your momentum to bring it back. That was the chef kiss. That was beautiful. I'll give you that. But these reps, come on, bro. This needs to be here at least, gang. I need your elbows to hit this. And only hit it when you're failing. Nope, not a single rep was done that day. But the setup was pretty damn good. I'll give you that. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe, like, and peace.